phone because two pieces of my equipment have failed. One of the iPads is not charging, and my old MacBook Pro is not charging, and I don't know what the problem is. So I'm down to one iPad and the phone. So we're going to be running like this unless people want to support me buying another piece of equipment. Maybe I could rehabilitate these pieces of equipment. I don't know. I haven't turned the MacBook Pro on in maybe 9 months, a year, I don't know. And it's giving me the orange flashing light on the charger, which means it's not charging. There's something wrong with the chargers because the iPad that I broadcast on was doing an update and it ran the battery down so low it's not charging again. So I may have to do something with that. I don't know, but right now we're out pretty much. We're down to this, which shouldn't matter that much. Let me go into the live stream and make sure it's working. The phone's usually pretty reliable. The internet came back, the electricity was down, and it came back up. So we got electricity again. The phone's usually pretty reliable. The internet. It was out for about an hour and a half. I don't know what was wrong, but it was like regional. It was a big area that went out. So this isn't really that bad. You don't need to really see me. I'm going to put a couple of posts up. And I'm going to step up the time on this. We're not going to stay on that long because I don't have that much charge on the phone because I was ill prepared. But the next time I'll put a big charge on the phone. So I'm getting my posts up. And I'll get my email address up and we'll get going. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. And I'm just checking my posts. It looks like they're good. And we'll get going. And people have a chance to come in. Probably going to have a low turnout today because of what happened. Oh, I'm knocked out trying to figure out without much internet if we had a war going on and it took the power out or was something else. And I think it was something else. Somebody could have had a car crash into something. I don't know. So anyway, that's where we're at. And let me do some, what else can I tell you? Some of you communicate with me on Skype. Skype is going out of business or April 1st. It's going to be no more. Skype will be no more April 1st or the end of March. I do have WhatsApp, so contact me if you've been communicating with me on Skype, and that would be using the American phone number I had on Skype. Contact me and we can do the WhatsApp if you want. But one more time, Skype is going to be deceased on April 1st. So WhatsApp is free, and you can call me, and I could call you. It uses the internet, so that's that. I'm going to do some praise, being a Bible believing site. There is no God like Jehovah. 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 There is no Messiah like Yeshua. 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 Okay. There we have it. And let's get going, because I don't know, we should have a pretty good amount of time. I had 79% charge when I started, so, but we'll see. All right, we'll go through what's going on in the news, and it's rather big. Um, in terms of Netanyahu is going to start the war against Gaza again, the Hamas, and when we are told in the coming days, and we have 5 military troop with equipment and armor concentrations in right by Gaza. I think it's actually on the border with Israel, or maybe on our side actually, and we're ready to rush in. And we have many, many thousands of bombs that America gave us, including these 11,000-ton bombs that explode in the atmosphere and make a blast wave, percussive force that's rather substantial. And it goes out a mile, and it's probably a quarter or a half a mile wide. It'll knock structures down. The pressure will probably collapse tunnels that are still left in Gaza. It'll probably blow the wrecked buildings down. It's going to be a real mess for them. Okay. Trump and their envoy and Israel's envoys are in Qatar trying to negotiate this thing, but I think it's a joke. Hamas has never moved off their positions, which requires Israel to completely withdraw from Gaza with a permanence to it, and then they could smuggle weapons in from Egypt at the Rafah crossing. And they want to build an airport and piers and ports, and within 6 to 12 weeks they would launch thousands and thousands of missiles at us smuggled in from Iran. Forget smuggled in with an airstrip. Iran would send 4 or 5 planes a day with missiles. What smuggling? It's impossible for us to do that. It would be signing our own death warrant. We can't do it. It's never going to happen. They're not giving in. They want to keep a bunch of hostages. There's 24 live hostages remaining, and a little more than that, what they're calling dead body hostages. And this is not going to work. Now, you have to understand something. Bible prophecy is about Israel. Mostly, okay? We didn't see World War II in Bible prophecy. We didn't see the Civil War. We didn't see World War I. We didn't see the Boxer Rebellion. We didn't see any of this stuff. The Ukraine-Russia war is not in there. America attacking Iraq was not in there. The Daughter of Babylon, America, is in there because it's so important. So there are some instances that it's in there, and a lot of countries are named to be destroyed, Gaza being one of them, okay? And Edom, which is Yemen, and Dedan, which is probably Saudi Arabia, which is next to Yemen. And Iran, which is referred to as Assyria, Assyria, which probably includes Iraq and parts of Syria, or maybe just Iraq. And then it's also called Elam in Jeremiah 49, which is Iran, and some historians feel it's also parts of Iraq and Syria. So Iraq and Syria are on the endangered species list. Lebanon's going to go. Probably in my mortal view, my flesh view, I should say, my fleshy view, I would say that the Lebanese government and their army joins Hezbollah. Okay. Trump in Iran is doing very badly. The latest comment, not from Khomeini. Khomeini said to Trump, I'm not negotiating with you. I never got your letter. Go fly a kite. I'm not talking about it. You're a bully. I'm not paying attention. The president of Iran yesterday reiterated it, or the day before, probably yesterday, or maybe the day before. He reiterated basically the same thing, and he told Trump he wasn't negotiating with him, and he told Trump, do the hell whatever. I'm using his exact words. Do the hell whatever you want. Okay? So what does Iran know that we don't know? That's a good question. It could be they're just drinking the cup of the wrath of the Lord and they're lunatics, but we know Iran gets it, but we also learned from prophecy study that Iran is in the attack using the name Assyria, Assyria, against the daughter of Babylon. So Iran does not get destroyed, as per Jeremiah 49, by America, but it does say by her enemies. And Jordan gets it, but Jordan gets it from the countries surrounding it, which could include Israel. Jordan in the Bible is two countries. One is Ammon, which is North Jordan, which is the capital city of Jordan. And the other one is Moab, which is central and southern, I call it central southern Jordan. And it gets it. So who are the enemies around them that could do this to Jordan? Well, Iraq's next door, right? I mean, very close. Iraq could get them. Iraq is with Iran. Iran could get them. Yemen, the Houthis could get them. America could get them. I don't know. Israel could get them. America is not a surrounding country to Jordan, though. So it's not a really great match. Okay. So with those bombs, we're going to blast them. Now, as you may know, we cut off. This is going to start a cascade of events. The dominoes are going to fall. Okay. And it's going to affect the whole world. But most people don't know it. And they're running around looking at Trump firing 50% of the education department, which is good. You got an education department that teaches nothing. So you fire half of them. Him and the tariffs and stuff like that. We're going to deal with Trump heavily today. And some of you aren't going to like it. Okay? And I'm sorry about that, but I'm not going to sit here and, tickle your ears about Trump. All right? So let's get into some more details here about this. And we've got a few prayer requests that need to be dealt with. I got to check my screen here. I don't know what's bright enough or what's going on. No, it's on full. Okay. We got to cover the prayer requests before I forget or something. All right. So we got a prayer request for EB, Echo Bravo, EB, Echo Bravo. pray that God reveals what the sickness is and the cause. EB, pray that God reveals to EB, Echo Bravo, what the sickness is and its cause. This person's been ill for almost 2 months. We got a prayer request for JK, Jack Kilo, JK, Jack Kilo. It's for healing. The person sent me the name of some disease that I really don't even know how to pronounce. So we'll just do JK, Jack Kilo for healing. Should work fine. PC, Papa Charlie, PC, Papa Charlie. Healing, lot of pain. So for PC, Papa Charlie, healing and to relieve the pain, which is quite a bit. Okie dokie. You read in 3 times in the Bible the word Christian is used. Now, that's a word that they made up. It has some relevance. See, the word for Messiah, or it really means anointed, it's used, I think, 104 times in the Bible, and a lot of times it's not referencing Yeshua. It's being used for the English term